Alright, let's talk about this Dragon Ball Daima and the gameplay trailer for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Or Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4. I'm gonna be blunt with it. First off, the game. The Goku and Vegeta gameplay, teaser trailer. It looks pretty damn good, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, like I said, I'm a big Dragon Ball game player. I got all the Tenkaichis, the Budokais. I got fighters. I got legends. You know, on the Game Boy Advance, the Legacy of Goku. I still got my Game Boy Advance. So I'm a big Dragon Ball game player. I love Street Fighter and shit like that. I'm a big game player. We're gonna do another game video with the Discord probably after next week. The best games in the 90s. We're gonna do it year by year by year. Movies, games, all that shit's coming, guys. So stay tuned to the channel for that. But I seen at the end the character select screen, and it looks like just like with traditional Tenkaichi shit. And I hope they're not doing like the first one, but I doubt that you can transform. I know part one, the first Budokai Tenkaichi, you couldn't transform. You had to either pick regular Goku or the Super Saiyan forms, right? Budokai Tenkaichi 2, you could transform, and 3. Same with Budokai 2 and Budokai 3. Budokai 2, you can transform. Budokai 3, you can transform. Budokai 3, you can transform down and retransform. Budokai 2, you had a time limit, then you would power down. So, with all that being said, I seen all the different Gokus, all the different forms. And at first, if you don't look at it, you think it's going to be a ton of characters. But it looked like you have multiple forms of Goku, multiple forms of Vegeta, like multiple forms and shit. So it may not be as vast as we think character-wise. And I understand it's a relaunch of the Budokai series, Tenkaichi series. So it's the Sparking series now. So I'm pretty sure in part 2 come out, they're going to, you know, condense it and kind of have, here's Goku on this one plug and all his forms. You can transform through all these forms here and all this shit to where they can add a lot more characters. I expect the gameplay to be flawless. I'm hoping for a lot of destructive rounds, like you can blow the rounds up and shit like that, you know, kind of like how Fighters is and shit like that. I'm hoping for some cut scenes when you do like, kind of like how Demon Slayer is in certain games. When you do your finisher right before they die, they give you like a animation, right? Or kind of like how you do the ultimate finishes on the Legends finishes, like on Dragon Ball Fighters. I mean Legends, where you know you have this destructive finisher shit, right? And I'm hoping they do that, right? Instead of just you kill them, blow them up, or whatever. I hope that they have some type of graphics like that. They'll be sweet, you know, versus, you know, just beating them up and getting a KO. So, and I'm looking forward to the game. I'm no lie. It's been a while since we had a Dragon Ball game. Xenoverse 2 is getting played out, and Fighters is pretty much done until they make like Super Fighters, Super Dragon Ball Fighters. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be coming soon. Super Dragon Ball Fighters, and pick up from there. Now, let me talk about this Daima shit. And I'm gonna be blunt. I'm not hyped at all. And I know people are gonna be like, give it time, bro. No, listen. Do the graphics look good? Yes. Did I like seeing the martial arts? Yes. But do I like Goku being a kid? No. I understand the adventure component behind it. I understand it's bringing back nostalgia to Dragon Ball. There was a guy in Geekdom's comment section that said this is pretty much Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super condensed to redo all of GT. And that makes sense. You take Dragon Ball Goku with the super look, condense that Goku back to a kid, and give the GT feel. But just make everybody kids. That makes sense. However, we don't want, the majority of people don't want this. They want Super to be animated and to continue. They want to see other arcs in Super. They want to see other universes in Super. They don't want to see a special that may be like 20 or 30 episodes long about Kid Goku trying to fight villains and to get to the Dragon Balls to wish himself to be back as an adult again. And that shit, that's GT in a nutshell. Just everybody's on an even playing field. People are still speculating this is going to come before Super. People are speculating it's going to come after Super. All I'm saying is I am not hyped. We've seen Goku stuff in Face. We've seen Goku do some nice moves martial arts wise with the power pole and shit. But honestly, I'm not impressed. The only way you can save this now is you got to have some transformations in there. He have to be able to go Super Saiyan, or at least Super Saiyan 2. It's going to have to be something in there worthwhile, right? And no, I know somebody said, well, what about Super Saiyan 4? If I tell you what, if they re-pull out Goku's tail, you'll have your confirmation that this is following the GT timeline. Well, redoing all GT. If they're willing to go that far so they can have some powers, the Saiyans at least, then you got your answer in what they're doing. They're just rehashing GT. And is that worth getting hype about? Fuck no. Because if they give you Super Saiyan 4 and Daima, you didn't get it in Super, you got it in Daima. And then that means that Super still trumps Daima. That means, we already know Super trumps GT, power-wise. So, you gotta look at through a wide open lens. And like I say, I'm not hyped for it at all. The next trailer gonna probably come out, gonna probably be a Vegeta trailer. And everybody's like, well, where's Gohan? Where's Gohan? Where's Gohan? Where's Gohan? Where's everybody that we see in Super? Now, if this is before Beers, that'll be some fucked up shit. Because, once again, what's the explanation? Why go back before Super? What's the explanation? That makes no sense. You should have did Daima before you did Super then. That's fucking case. What's the explanation? I tell you, there ain't one. It's just Toriyama loved the kids. He gave you Dragon Ball. He gave you GT. You gonna have Goku as a kid in 3 different series. I want you guys to think about that. That motherfucker loved the kids, man. He loved the kids. You had Goku in Dragon Ball. They gave you Kid Goku in GT. Now you're getting a kid again in Diamond. Not just him. Everybody's a kid. That makes no fucking sense. It's like Toriyama's just losing his motherfucking mind. It makes no fucking sense. So, once again, do I think the graphics look good? Do I think the overall show presentation-wise look good? Yes. But am I hyped for a kids show fighting grown-ass adults? No. I'm not. And maybe I'm old school. I love the blood, the gore, the brutal beating. How you gonna justify evil people brutally beating up kids in this whole series? How you gonna fucking make this flow? Goku getting his ass beat like a Hebrew slave as a child. Now in GT, he got his ass whooped, but he could transform. He has some power to fight back. But if they strip all of his powers away, how is this Goku and Vegeta and everybody, how are you going to rectify them getting beat up? That's child abuse. That's child. And I love watching Goku get his ass kicked, but that's child abuse. I can't co-sign with that. I can't co-sign with that. I'm not going to co-sign with that. So, that's just facts. It is what it is. So, that's my take on that. Hope you guys enjoyed these 3 videos today. I had to get a lot off my motherfucking chest, especially with my car issue out there. I went under my car because, I got the short throw shifter. I know it's all talking about my interview on this note. And once again, the shop that put it in, I called them yesterday, and they were willing to do everything for free for me. They got everything right, but they body mounted and trans mounted. You can't have it both because the linkage that goes to the gear selector rod, if you body mount it and you don't remove the nuts from the actual lever that goes to the gear selector, so you can have flex when the car goes up and down on the suspension, so the gear can move, the gear lever itself can move with the fucking car if it's body mounted. If you don't remove those screws and you keep it all in like you would when it's trans mounted, so the actual shifter itself can stay connected with the transmission. So the transmission's not going to move. The frame moves. The transmission just pretty much stays where it's at. So that way, you got a direct linkage. So you can shift no matter what. That's the way I wanted it. Well, if you got it body mounted and trans mounted, and you got the linkage cut straight without the bolts being taken out, and even if you take the bolts out, now it's still mounted to the trans, so when the body moves, you're really doing a lot of fucking unwanted torque on the gear selector, right? So you can't have it both. You gotta have one or the other. I want it trans-mounted with the linkage connected as one solid piece to the transmission. Well, when I went on the car, cause I want to take the body mount off myself. I got on the car this morning. I looked up there, and I realized that the way that it is, Barton has it to where you have to put the body mount on before you put the gear and the shifter on the transmission, and then put it back in the car. So I couldn't get it off because you got two rods that come out the back of the Barton, and then the nuts that go to the body goes like this here. So you have a piece up top that slides on, right, and then the bolts go down. So you can't pull it down. That's what I'm saying. You can't back it up or pull it down because it's already on the frame. The bolts are here, so you got this piece here that won't let you go back. You can only go down. Well, if you got the two rods up here that's holding the piece together, you can't pull it down neither. So you have to take it to the shop. But here's the crazy thing. When I went under the car today to see if I could take it down, you guys remember that rattling? Remember I said it wasn't bolted up all the way? It was only one nut in there. And they didn't even tighten it up. I guess he forgot to tighten it, and he didn't tighten the other side, so a bolt came down. So I took two 10mm bolts with, the lock type bolts, right, to where it can't bag off. Went up there, tightened it up, and that did eliminate most of the sound I was hearing. Problem is, though, since it's still trans-mounted, right, until I take it to the shop, it's going to be that way. With being trans and body mounted, the sound from the transmission is still radiating through the body mount and through the actual subframe right there where the shifter goes. So it's all radiating through there. And it's not bad at low RPM, but now when I do wind it up a little bit, you can really hear, but it's not as annoying as it was until I tighten up those bolts. It's not clack, 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 clack. It's not clacking no more. So that's how I started my morning off. I mean, and like I say, the guy's very nice. I got the receipt still, so you can't say he didn't put it in. I haven't touched anything but today. So I'm documenting every motherfucking goddamn thing. So once they get that rectified, I shouldn't have hardly no sound at all in that car. Only the vibrations just coming through the shifter. And it shouldn't be radiating through the actual frame like that. So I can't wait. Hopefully the gear selector itself, the rod isn't too worn out. And if it is, he already agreed to fix that too as well for free. So I'm good to go there. But like I say, for all you that's having gear lockouts, make sure that the people that installed your shit didn't double mount it, because that was causing a lot of problems for me. Because you try to shift at a high RPM and it's body mounted, and the linkage is a solid piece, and the car's going up a hill. The suspension is doing this here. When you go to grab at high RPM, and let's say the car is doing this here, the gear selector is taking some type of, abuse. So it may not catch the gear. So you'll lock out. And then it'll finally, once the car settles, it'll catch the gear. And that's not good, because that type of unwanted tension on that, and then revving like that, can cause an oil pump gear problem. It can cause a transmission failure problem. So you have to do it right. And if you don't know how to do it, just say something. So that's how I started my morning off. So it will be going to the shop next week. I can't wait to drop it off. And I'm going to, once again, link the CJ Pony Parts video to him, so he'll know exactly how to follow that video. Since I'll be going out of town, I won't be able to sit up there and watch him do it. So hopefully he follows the video. It ain't hard. All you're doing is taking it back out and just removing the body mount and then putting everything back in, tightening everything up, and that's it. I'll find second gear again, and I probably would tell him that the little cup, slide it all the way to the passenger side, because my second gear, you got to slide the cup all the way over and then bolt it down. And that's my second gear. That's second gear. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am out. Members, I will try to make at least 2 videos for you tomorrow for the members to see. It will be about some police stuff, because it's a lot more good gruesome videos that's out now that I want to talk about in the members only. Well, it'll still go public after I upload it for the members to see first, but they will go back to members only videos after a few days, like the ones I'm going to be putting back to members today. So if you want to watch those videos, hit the join button, help support the channel. I do give away money every so many months. Ask the members, they can tell you. So far, I gave away up to $300 of my own money. So become a member. When I do those member only special streams, 4 giveaways, you qualify to get some money. Don't cost you nothing but to be a member. So there's no strings attached. Just ask the members. There are members. Hope you all enjoy. I am out, guys. Peace.